I've been holding this in forever. I was like, Ian, you
Yes.
don't even have to do this, bro. You do not have to do this. You were not a bad guy. Like, if you're watching
No.
this, you were not a bad person. You were not racist. And you don't have to do this. You can do it. The thing that really pissed me off, like, as a YouTuber, as someone who makes jokes online in general, as just a human being, I guess, is the part, not the apology thing, but the part where he was basically like, oh yeah, context doesn't matter, by the way. As a comedian, if you're saying context doesn't matter, it's fucking over.
Yeah,
Right.
totally.
It's over.
True.
You can't be a comedian anymore. And it's just sad because, like, I don't know what kind of audience he's gonna build from this, but they're gonna eat him the fuck alive one day. If he ever dares try to be funny again, they're gonna fucking kill him. I've just been watching this iDubbbz thing go down, and it's just honestly the saddest thing I've ever seen, because I don't know who convinced Ian that he was racist, but I don't think he was racist. And
Yeah.
like the self-flagellation is so unnecessary. Like, I get like one apology if he feels bad, because the apology is like, if it almost feels like he wanted like this weight off of his shoulders so he could move on with his content, I guess. Like, I wouldn't apologize to like the nebulous, like, who is even apologizing like to? Like, not even individuals.
Right.
Just
right.
black people and women and gay people. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Well, Shoe, what have you ever done to apologize for?
I actually did. Okay, so I never apologized like to the internet, but I did apologize to like individuals in the DMs. Didn't make it a public sideshow of people that I've called like whore, trender, like shit like that. So I made up with a few people, but I've never like got on the internet and be like, I'm sorry for this content. Like, why should I apologize? One, for opinions I've held, like that. Who are you even apologizing to? I don't understand that one. And it's save apologies when you actually mean it. And I don't know who convinced Ian that he needed to do this, because he wasn't a racist person. I mean, maybe he was. Maybe we don't know. Maybe he was like
behind the scenes. He was really throwing N-bombs left and right. Yes.
But this building of a straw man of his old content, like, just to burn it down in front of the people that built it, is the saddest shit I've ever seen. And
Yes.
I don't like it. I don't like how he's making his old content out to something it wasn't.
Yes. Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
like if he just like if iDubbbz came out and said, I want to be a more positive person
Right.
going forward, and I want my content to be positive, and my content, even though even if you agree with my criticisms, I was being
Right.
very negative towards people, and I just want to be a more positive person going forward. I have no problem with that. I don't think most people had a problem with that. But yeah, you're exactly right. Just the fact that he was like trying to not only say that his content was bad, but like people were bad for liking his content.
Yeah.
What
And
the fuck?
he basically threw everyone under the bus too, because he's just kind of like, oh, now I'm better than you. Everyone who liked my old content is like a bad person, and everyone who makes content like me is a bad person now. And it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? But the thing that really pissed me off, like, as a YouTuber, as someone who makes jokes online in general, as just a human being, I guess, is the part, not the apology thing, but the part where he was basically like, oh yeah, context doesn't matter, by the way. As a comedian, if you're saying context doesn't matter, it's fucking over.
Yeah,
Right.
totally.
It's over.
True.
You can't be a comedian anymore. And it's just sad because, like, I don't know what kind of audience he's gonna build from this, but they're gonna eat him the fuck alive one day. If he ever dares try to be funny again, they're gonna fucking kill him. Like, I mean, I see it with H3 sometimes, and I like both these guys. I like iDubbbz's old content. I like H3's content for the most part, but like,
Boo.
poor Ethan, he's like borderline crying, apologizing for making some joke one time to this audience who is not funny. Like, do not apologize for making jokes to a crowd of unfunny people. Like, just don't fucking do it. And that's what's gonna happen with iDubbbz, and it's just very upsetting. And I wanted to make a whole video about it, but then I was like, no, I'll just let it go. But
Until now.
Just come
just
on here
wanted-
and rant with us.
I
It's much more
I just
fun.
wanted to come on and vent. Yeah, so because I've been holding this in forever. I was like, Ian, you don't
Yes.
fucking have to do this, bro. You do not have to do this. You were not a bad guy. Like, if you're
No.
watching this, you were not a bad person. You were not racist. And you don't have to do this.
What's
Well,
even
Patrice
weird too?
O'Neill.
Go,
Patrice
one at a
O'Neill
time.
had a
Go
great
ahead.
take on this.
What
There was
was
some
that?
controversy with a comedian. It might have been Michael Richards actually, and he basically said like comedians should have free reign to be funny, and they're gonna fuck
Mhm.
up, but like
Right.
you have to be allowed to do everything, and you have to be allowed to not be funny. You have to be allowed to step over the line. Otherwise, we're not gonna have comedy. It's just a
Exactly.
requirement.
Mhm.
And I think, unfortunately, a few people, I don't know Ian. We've never talked. We were mutuals. I blocked him though because I couldn't stand to see this. But like he's a nice dude, and it's just really upsetting. Like I don't know what happened. But
Mhm. Well, it's not even like iDubbbz did political content. I
no,
mean,
that's it
you
too.
like barely talked about politics at all, if ever.
And what I was gonna say is, unfortunately, he and I think a few people have this idea that when you quote move left, you have to just become like really boring and unfunny. And it's like, no, you don't. Yeah, and he wasn't
I
political.
have some bad
at
news
all.
for you, Shoe.
Oh, God, it's the same picture. But no. So there's shows called like the Adam Friedland Show that is, and there's like Come Town, and there's like all these different who are edgy and left wing. It's extremely possible. Like iDubbbz, again, if you're watching this, dude, you can still do content comp, but if you want to do it like on like I don't know Steven Crowder, you can still do shit like that. And he's not. Instead, every video has just been this really sad video. Like
Mhm.
lately, I don't know what's going on,
I
but
know. I
yeah, he
know.
wasn't political. He wasn't political at all.
This is the thing that bugs me because, like you, I don't think Ian did anything wrong, and I enjoyed his content. I enjoyed his content content, and it recast me as an audience member as someone who would approve of racism, which I wouldn't.
Exactly.
Like as soon as Ian starts drifting into the like racist motherfucker realm, I'm out. But I don't
Right.
feel like he did.
Exactly.
When did he
Yes.
do that?
It's funny because like a lot of people credit iDubbbz for really harming Leafy's career. Leafy's back, of course, but really harming Leafy's career. And now Leafy's back, and he's like fucking a groiper, I think. He's
if
like
anything-
talking about how all gay people are evil and shit.
It's like a movie where like the villain and the hero meet again, but now like the hero's just this like retired guy. Like,
Yes.
I'm not about that life anymore. Like,
yes, exactly. You're like when we needed iDubbbz the most, he was gone.
He's Bruce Willis in Die Hard
He-
13.
He is.
Yes. Yes.
He is.
We're like, look, Leafy's back. Ian, Leafy's back, and he's worse than ever.
man, that
Where
is
are you?
really
And
bad.
iDubbbz is like, no. I have to support my girlfriend making
no, I
porn.
can't say the N-word anymore, so I can't be funny anymore, guys. Like what?
Right.
Hi, you just listened to a clip from the Sitch and Adams show. If you like what you heard, you can listen to our live show right here on this channel on Sunday, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And if you want, you can super chat us. We read $20 and up super chats on the show and then do a follow-up stream on the following Tuesday where we read the rest of the unread super chats and interact with fans of the show. Subscribe to this channel right here to listen to the live show or to listen to more of our awesome clips.